Yo guys, in this GTA Online video, I will be showing you the top 10 fastest HSW vehicles in GTA Online. As always, if you guys are going to enjoy this video or find it useful, make sure to leave a like and also consider subscribing. And without any further ado guys, let's jump straight into the video. Now guys, I will be ranking these vehicles from first being the fastest and 10th being the slowest. Before we do get into the 10th vehicle on this list, if you guys want to see which HSW vehicles are available, you guys would want to go over to the LS car meet and then come over to this laptop. And on this laptop, you guys can see every possible HSW vehicle. Now that we have that out of the way guys, we are going to go ahead and talk about the 10th fastest vehicle. And for the 10th fastest vehicle, we do have the Sentinel XS. If you guys want to buy the Sentinel XS, it will cost you guys $60,000, and you will be able to find this vehicle on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website. The HSW upgrade cost will be $1,305,000, and that is the price to allow you guys to apply these HSW upgrades to the vehicle overall. You guys can see here that it does have a top speed of 137.75 miles per hour. So just comparing this top speed alone to other cars in the game which are not HSW vehicles, this is very fast. Overall, I would say this is a great entry vehicle to the HSW vehicles overall. And of course, if you guys wanted to upgrade the whole vehicle with HSW modifications and literally everything else, this could easily cost you guys upwards of $2 million. But moving on over to the 9th fastest HSW vehicle, we do have the Cyclone 2. This vehicle coming in at number 9 on the list really surprised me. I at least thought this would have been around about 5th on the list. You guys can see right here that we can buy the Cyclone 2 for $2,250,000. This will only be for the stock vehicle, and just underneath this we can get the HSW upgrade for a price of $475,000. Altogether, this will be a very expensive car to fully upgrade. For the top speed, we will be getting around about 141 miles per hour, and arguably the best part about the Cyclone 2 is the acceleration. You guys can get from 0 to about 110 miles per hour in roughly 10 to 15 seconds, which is just insane. Obviously, acceleration doesn't really add to top speed at all, but altogether the Cyclone 2 is still a great option for a very fast HSW vehicle. For the 8th fastest HSW vehicle, we do have the Arbiter GT. You guys can expect to pick up the Arbiter GT for a price of $1,580,000. If you wanted to buy this vehicle, you would find it on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, and the HSW upgrade cost for this vehicle will be $375,000. This vehicle also has a top speed of 141.25 miles per hour. So this vehicle is just marginally faster than the Cyclone 2. However, what I prefer about this vehicle is the cost of the whole vehicle itself. You guys would be spending much less money on the Arbiter GT than the Cyclone 2 to fully upgrade it. Now when driving this vehicle, it does feel a bit delayed when you guys steer the steering wheel. However, you guys can see in the gameplay that this vehicle really does pick up some speed. Definitely a great option if you guys are looking for a cheap HSW type of vehicle. But moving on to the 7th fastest HSW vehicle, we do have the weaponized Ignis. This is by far the most expensive vehicle on this list. Not many people will be looking at the weaponized Ignis and actually buying it. You guys can see on screen right now that it does have a stock price of around about $3.2 million. And if you guys wanted to buy this vehicle, you could find it on the Warstock Cash and Carry website. The HSW upgrade cost is around about $500,000 as well, so altogether just a very expensive car. The top speed that you guys can expect to get out of the weaponized Ignis is around about 146.25 miles per hour. Now to say this is a very fast speed and it only ranks at number 7 in this list is just insane. The main thing that I really like about the weaponized Ignis is the handling of the vehicle. Even at this top speed, the vehicle really does keep the traction, and for me personally, I really like that. However, for the price of this whole vehicle and also every single upgrade on it, this will cost you guys a ton of money and in my opinion, not worth it. Moving down to the 6th vehicle on this list, we do have the Turismo Classic. You guys can pick up the stock Turismo Classic for $705,000 from the Legendary Motorsport website. The HSW upgrade cost of the Turismo Classic is $897,000, and the Turismo Classic with every single HSW upgrade has a top speed of 150.50 miles per hour. That is the biggest gap we have seen so far out of all of these vehicles. The Turismo Classic is definitely one of my favorite HSW vehicles. Just really everything about the Turismo Classic, for example, the price of it is very good, the top speed, the handling, just really everything. If you guys already own a Turismo Classic and you guys have the money to upgrade it, that is something that I would recommend that you guys do. It is such an enjoyable vehicle to just drive around the city in, and is also insanely fast. But now guys, going ahead and moving on to the next vehicle in this list. Coming in at the 5th fastest HSW vehicle, we do have the Devest 8. When the original Devest 8 was released in GTA Online, it was already up there with one of the fastest vehicles. And now that we have the Devest 8 as a HSW vehicle, that statement still holds true. You guys will be able to buy the stock Devest 8 for $1,795,000 from the Legendary Motorsport website. The HSW upgrade cost for this vehicle will be $1.1 million, and the overall top speed of the HSW version of the Devest 8 will be 151.75 miles per hour. The Devest 8 is extremely fast. The thing that really lets this vehicle down is the handling and traction. Most of the time when you guys are driving this vehicle at top speeds, it is very difficult to turn. Sometimes you guys will have to slow yourself right down just to be able to take a corner, but either way, top speed wise, this is the 5th fastest HSW vehicle. For the 4th fastest HSW vehicle in this list, we do have the Bravado Banshee. This one really surprised me, probably out of the whole list. Obviously this was going to be a fast vehicle, however I didn't expect it to be at number 4. You guys can pick up the Banshee for a stock price of $105,000 from either the Legendary Motorsport website or even Benny's Original Motorworks website. The HSW upgrade cost will be $1,840,000, and the Banshee altogether has a top speed of 153 miles per hour. Now, for the Banshee being the 4th fastest HSW vehicle currently, and for the price that you guys can upgrade the vehicle to HSW, I personally think this is one of the better options. The traction and handling on the Banshee is very good as well, and probably one of the best features about this Banshee is that you guys can have a topless version. I think that looks really cool, and it also makes the vehicle look very unique compared to some of the other HSW vehicles. Moving on to the 3rd fastest HSW vehicle, we do have the Karin S95. You guys can purchase the Karin S95 for a stock price of $1,995,000 from the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website. The HSW upgrade cost of the Karin S95 is $525,000, and the S95 does have a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The S95 is one of my personal favourite HSW vehicles. I also think that the S95 looks really nice as well. The only downside to the S95 is probably the traction. For the S95, this is something that you guys will get used to, especially when just setting off in the vehicle. It does tend to skid out, but either way, this is still a great HSW vehicle. Not only that, but if you guys are returning from the PS4 or the Xbox One editions of GTA 5 and moving over to the next generation version of GTA 5, you guys will be able to get this vehicle for completely free. I also do believe that if you guys get this vehicle for completely free, it will already have all of the HSW upgrades. But now guys, coming in at the number 2 spot for the fastest HSW vehicles, we do have the Sterling GT. The Sterling GT was recently added to the HSW vehicles list, and straight away it comes out at the 2nd fastest top speed on the list. You guys can purchase the stock Sterling GT for $975,000 from the Legendary Motorsport website. The HSW upgrade cost of the Sterling GT will be $900k, and the Sterling GT with all of the HSW upgrades will have a top speed of 156.80 miles per hour. Now at first look at this vehicle, you would not think that it would get over 156 miles per hour. This vehicle definitely feels great as well when driving it, and for the overall price of the Sterling GT with the HSW upgrades, it is very good. But just like most other HSW vehicles on this list, you guys would have to spend a bunch of money just to fully upgrade it. But for this top speed, I would probably say that it is worthwhile doing. But now guys, moving on to number 1 in the fastest HSW vehicles list, we do of course have the HSW Drag. Ever since the HSW vehicles got released, this has been easily the fastest and overall the best in my opinion. You guys can purchase the HSW Drag for $976,000 from the Legendary Motorsport website. The HSW upgrade cost of the HSW Drag is $1.4 million, which is definitely a lot of money just to be able to put HSW upgrades on the bike. But for that top speed alone, I think that is so worth it. We can see here that the top speed of the HSW Drag is 157.50 miles per hour, so it is just faster than the Sterling GT. However, if you guys actually lean forward when driving this HSW Drag, you guys will be able to push the top speed to around about 160 miles per hour, which is just insane. Now, what really sets the HSW Drag apart from most of the other HSW vehicles is, first of all, obviously the top speed, but most of all the traction and the handling. Just driving this HSW Drag around the city at full speeds, it is almost impossible to fully crash. The only downside that I can really really think of for the HSW drag is that if you guys do crash, you will just fly off the bike. From all of these HSW vehicles, I would say that this is the best one by far. If you guys ever struggle to do a HSW time trial, I would try and get the HSW drag with the HSW upgrades and then try it. Sometimes on them time trials, you guys will have about 20 seconds left over, so that is definitely a great option if you guys are looking to get the best HSW vehicle. But anyway guys, that is going to do it for this top 10. Hopefully you guys did enjoy or find it useful. If you guys did find this useful or it helped you out in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave likes. It really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. And if you guys are new to the channel and like what you see, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe and thanks for watching.